South Dakota, Walking Sam. Walking Sam of South Dakota is a bit like the notorious figure from the Slender Man video games, an unnaturally tall, skinny, and creepy character. Those who cross his path are induced to commit suicide, and his favorite prey is young adults. Tennessee, Skin Tom. As the story goes, in the 1920s, a young man named Tom once took his lady friend to the local lover's lane. He didn't know it, but the woman he was so enamored with was, in fact, married. Her husband found the two making out in their car, murdered the wife, and then skinned Tom alive. People say Tom still hangs around Lover's Lane, ready to kill those who dare commit adultery. Texas, the Lechuza. In South Texas, after you've had a beer or two, you'll need to be on the lookout for the Lechuza. Depending on the version being told, this incredibly large owl is either a Brujas witch or a familiar woman by day, bird by night. Her child was killed by a drunk, so she is on the prowl, looking to take revenge on bar patrons stumbling out on the street after closing time. Utah, the curse of the Esalen Petrified Forest. Visitors to Esalen Petrified Forest in the Black Hills of Utah are cautioned to leave what they find behind. Legend has it that anyone who takes so much as a rock or a piece of wood will suffer intense misfortunes. Car accidents, broken bones, and even job loss are said to have befallen those who dared to ignore the warning. Vermont, the Brattleboro Retreat Tower. Built as part of an insane asylum in the late 1800s, the Brattleboro Retreat Tower was soon closed off after a number of patients supposedly committed suicide by flinging themselves from the top. The tower remains standing today, and people say that if you dare visit it, you will see ghosts plunging to their deaths over and over again, like an old tape replaying itself. Virginia, Bunny Man Bridge. As the story goes, in 1904, some of the most dangerous patients from an insane asylum in Clifton, Virginia, were being moved to a prison when the bus crashed on Fairfax Station Bridge. The inmates attempted to escape, but only one was successful. He left a trail of dead, skinned, half-eaten rabbits, hanging many from the bridge that was the scene of the crash. Then on Halloween night of that very same year, several teens hanging out under the bridge were attacked at the stroke of midnight, and met the same fate as the bunnies. Washington, Maltby's 13 Steps to Hell. In Maltby Cemetery in Maltby, you'll find a set of 13 steps leading down into an underground crypt. Legend has it that anyone who makes the regrettable decision of climbing down those steps will be met with a vision of hell so terrifying it will drive them to insanity. West Virginia, the Mothman. Yes, this is the same Mothman from the movie, The Mothman Prophecies. The final scene of that movie is a retelling of a take on an event that actually happened in 1967, the Silver Bridge that connects Point Pleasant, West Virginia with Gallipolis, Ohio, collapsed at the height of rush hour, killing 46 people. According to legend, it was the Mothman, the great bringer of death, who caused the accident. Wisconsin, the bloody headstone at Riverside Cemetery. A local woman by the name of Kate Blood is said to have killed her husband and 3 children, after which she committed suicide. Her headstone at Riverside Cemetery in Appleton allegedly drips with blood every full moon. Wyoming, the jackalope. The large bunny creature with antelope horns is a well-known character in Wyoming's culture, history, and landscape. Some people say they have most definitely seen it, while others shrug it off as fairy tale. What do you think?